Daf Yomi, Tractate Menachot, page 18a, top of the page, with the words V'Rabbi Yehuda Savar B'Hanach Peligi. V'Rabbi Yehuda Savar B'Hanach Peligi Yechav Le'Kol Pasul, my time G'Zech V'Yitzach Damo Yatu Kol Lema Pasul D'Raizel. And Rabbi Yehuda holds that the rabbis and Rabbi Eliezer disagree, only in those cases where one's intention is to drink the blood or burn the meat of the offering. In those cases, the rabbis deem the offering fit, since the improper intention involves making use of the item in an unusual manner. But if one's intention is to leave of its blood until the next day, everyone agrees that the offering is unfit. What is the reason for this? It is a rabbinic decree disqualifying the offering when some of its blood is left over until the next day, due to the concern that a priest may intend to leave over all of its blood, and if one's intention is to leave all of its blood until the next day, the offering is rendered unfit by Torah law. Titania, as it is taught in Ebraisa, Amanahem Rabbi Yehuda Yatem Moedim Li, She'im Hanicho Limacha Shepasul, Chishev Hanicho Limacha Nami Pasul. It's taught in Ebraisa. Rabbi Yehuda said to the rabbis, "Do you not concede to me that if you left the blood until the next day without presenting it, that the offering is unfit? Therefore, if you intended to leave the blood until the next day, it is also unfit." And Rabbi Elazar comes to say that even in this case, Rabbi Eliezer deems the offering unfit and the rabbis deem it fit, as there is no distinction between a case where one intended to drink the blood on the next day and where one intended. Why is someone intending to drink blood? That's the question. I wonder if anyone asked that. Is there a deeper meaning behind this? That's a better question. So there's no distinction between a case where one intended to drink the blood on the next day and when one intended to merely leave the blood until the next day. A person is not allowed to drink blood. It's I don't understand what's going on here. We have this case where someone is intending to drink blood. I presume it's physical blood. מידותיי אצל רבי אלעזר בן שמוע, דאמר ממצוס מידותיו של רבי אלעזר בן שמוע מצאתי יוסף הבבלי יושב לפניו, והיה חביב לו ביותר. עד לאחד אמר לו, רבי השוחט את הזבח להניח מדמו למאכל מהו. The Gemara asks, and does Rabbi Yehuda in fact hold that if one's intention is to leave some of the blood until the next day, everyone agrees that the offering is unfit? But isn't it taught in a Braita? Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi said, when I went to Rabbi Elazar ben Shamua to clarify my knowledge, and some say that Rabbi Yehuda said when I went to clarify the knowledge of, meaning the study under Rabbi Elazar ben Shamua, I found Yosef the Babylonian sitting before Rabbi Elazar ben Shamua, and every ruling that Rabbi Elazar ben Shamua taught was especially dear to him until they began discussing one halacha when Yosef the Babylonian said to him, "My teacher, with regard to one who slaughters the offering with the intention to leave some of its blood for the next day, what is the halacha?" Amar lo kasher. Arvis amar lo kasher, shachris amar lo kasher, tzarayim amar lo kasher, mincha amar lo kasher, ela l'Rabbi Eliezer posel, tzahavu panav shel Yosef habavli. Rabbi Elazar ben Shemua said to him, the offering is fit. Yosef the Babylonian repeated this question that evening. Rabbi Elazar ben Shemua said to him, the offering is fit. He asked again the question the following morning, why is he doing this? Rabbi Elazar ben Shemua said to him, the offering is fit. Once again, he asked the question at noon. And Rabbi Elazar ben Shemua said to him that the offering is fit. When he asked the question a further time, late that afternoon, Rabbi Elazar ben Shemua said to him, I hold that the offering is fit, but Rabbi Eliezer deems it unfit. Yosef the Babylonian's face lit up with joy. Amar lo Yosef, ki meduma ani shelo kivanunu shimuatenu ad ata. Amar lo Rebbe, hen, ela shRabbi Yehuda pasul shana li, v'chazarti על כל תלמידיו וביקשתי לי חבר ולא מצאתי. עכשיו ששנית לי פסול החזרת לי אבדתי. Rabbi Elazar ben Shemua said to him, Yosef, it seems to me that meaning my halachot, were not accurate until now when I said that the offering is fit. Yosef the Babylonian said to my teacher, yes, I agree that the offering is fit, as you said, but my reluctance to accept your statement was due to the fact that Rabbi Yehuda taught me that the offering is unfit. And I went around to all of Rabbi Yehuda's disciples, seeking another disciple who had also heard this from him. But I could not find one, and thought that I must have been mistaken. Now that you have taught me that Rabbi Eliezer deems it unfit, you have returned to me that which I had lost. Restore what I have lost, Tishelach. Zalgu einav dimaot shel Rabbi Elazar ben Shemua. Amar, Ashreichem Talmidei Chachamim. Ashreichem, 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 Ashreichem Talmidei Chachamim. Arei shedivrei Torah chavivin aleichem beyoter. The song. Ashreichem Talmidei Chachamim, shedivrei Torah chavivin aleichem beyoter. קרא עליו המקרא הזה, מה אהבתי תורתך. כל היום משיחוסי. מפני שרבי יהודה בנו, שרבי אילאי, ורבי אילאי תלמידו של רבי אליעזר, לפי כך שנלכה משנת רבי אליעזר. The Braita continues, this is a very famous thing. I'm guessing that they would sing this in Eli Stefanski's shir, America's Daf Yomi. It's a famous song, Ashreichem Talmidei Chachamim. Now I know where it is, I always heard this song, I never knew where it was. The Braita continues, upon hearing this, Rabbi Elazar ben Shemua's eyes streamed with tears, and he said, happy are you, or fortunate are you, Torah scholars, for whom matters of Torah are exceedingly dear. Rabbi Elazar ben Shemua recited this verse about Yosef the Babylonian. Oh, how I love your Torah. It is my meditation all the day. Psalms 119:97. He continued, because Rabbi Yehuda is the son of Rabbi Eli, and Rabbi Eli is a student of Rabbi Eliezer, therefore Rabbi Yehuda taught you the Mishnah Rabbi Eliezer that the offering is unfit. V'sol kedaitach divrei hakoil pasul asni ma'achazer liabidosi iyu penukta kamalei. The Gemara explains this objection And if it enters your mind, Rabbi Yehuda taught Yosef the Babylonian, that all agree that the offering is unfit. What did Yosef the Babylonian mean when he said to Rabbi Elazar ben Shemua, "You have returned to me that which I had lost"? Rabbi Elazar ben Shemua had said to him only whether the offering is rendered unfit, subject to dispute, and Yosef the Babylonian would have been taught that all agree that it is unfit. Elamai kasher v'Rabbi Eliezer posel isnaye ihachi maiha mipnei plukta ananami plukta ka matininan. Rather, what is it that Rabbi Yehuda taught Yosef the Babylonian? Did he teach him that the rabbis deem the offering fit and Rabbi Eliezer deems it unfit? If that is so, what did Rabbi Eliezer ben Shemua mean when he said that it was only because Rabbi Yehuda was the son of Rabbi Eli, who was the student of Rabbi Eliezer, that Rabbi Yehuda taught this dispute? According to Rabbi Elazar ben Shemua, we too teach this dispute. The fact that Rabbi Yehuda taught both opinions is a dispute, and a dispute does not require justification. Ela le'olam divrei hakol pasul asnei mai chazar le'vidasi tehader le'miha shum pasus be'olam. Rather, it must be that actually Rabbi Yehuda taught Yosef the Babylonian that all agree that the offering is unfit. And what did Yosef the Babylonian mean when he said, "You have returned to me that which I have lost"? He meant that Rabbi Elazar ben Shemua had, in any event, returned to him that there is some opinion in the world concerning the unfitness of the offering if one's intention was to leave over the blood until the next day. His answer reassured Yosef the Babylonian that there in fact is in fact such an opinion. Wow, that was amazing. That was a nice little story there. Nice piece of Agadata. Yosef the Babylonian, and today's Thursday. Eidut b'Yehosef. It goes right into the gematriatic, gematriona that I've been working on for so long. It's like it goes right into Yosef is a Thursday name. And Yosef Take, he comes up in the Gemara. Beautiful stuff. Okay, Menachot 18a. It's got to go down. This one's got to go in the books. Bezrat Hashem. Okay, we finished that, and now we are going to the new Mishnah. Zog the Mishnah: Lo yatzak, lo balal, lo patat, v'lo melach, v'lo heniv, lo higish, o shepitatan pitim mirubot, v'lo mashachan keshera. The Mishnah says, if one did not pour the oil onto the meal offering, or did not mix the oil into the meal offering, or did not break the loaves into pieces, or did not add salt, or did not wave the omer meal offering, or the meal offering of a sota, or did not bring the meal offering to the altar, or if it happened that the priest broke the meal offerings or required breaking into greater pieces than appropriate, or did not smear oil on the wafers requiring this, see Leviticus 2, verse 4, in all cases, the meal offering is fit. Okay. My lo yatzak. The Gemara asks, my lo yatzak ilim lo yatzak klal ikuva katav ba. Elasa kohen elazar lihachi lo balal nami lo balal kohen elazar halo balal klal pesula. The Gemara asks, what does the Mishnah mean when it states that if one did not pour the oil onto the meal offering is fit? If we say that it means that he did not pour oil at all, that is difficult. Doesn't the verse write with regard to the pouring of the oil, that doing so is indispensable. Rather, the Mishnah must be referring to a case where a priest did not pour the oil onto the meal offering, but a non-priest did pour it. The Gemara notes, if so, that the first clause of the Mishnah is understood in this manner, then the next halacha in the Mishnah, if one did not mix the oil into the meal offering, should also be understood as referring to a case where a priest did not mix the oil into the meal offering, but a non-priest did mix it, so it is fit. This would indicate that if one did not mix the oil into the meal offering at all, the meal offering is unfit. Interesting.